Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 30 of the final Sect. Today, we will dive deep into the secrets of body cultivation. I will need to rework this little humble abode of my body cultivator. Probably even need to relocate it, because after talking with you fine people of the comment section, I have discovered that this thing's way too small. We'll see about that. But most importantly, this episode we're going to do breakthroughs with aloe vera because, that's the thing we've been working towards to in the last episode. Besides that, autumn is coming. That will be the time when I'll be upgrading. Let me check. Metal energy is good for water, so we'll be upgrading Baoji's golden core in that season. That means we have a lot of things to do, and another thing that is happening now passively in the background, very important thing nevertheless, is now the cultivation of Nianshuang into the primordial spirit stage. Little by little, we want more and more of these cultivators in our sect, but currently she's the only person with a tier 1 golden core, and from my experience, you really have a hard time cultivating primordial spirit with something less than a tier 2. I actually never reached it with anything less than tier 2, and even tier 2 felt like a slog. Primordial spirit is pretty much exclusive to tier 1 golden cores. You can achieve it, of course, with a lot of diligence and time, but it really sucks to pull it off. Believe me, I tried. So, we're going to go now for the first breakthrough here, because if I'm not mistaken, we will have enough for the breakthrough here. So, we're going to cancel that, and first breakthrough. As you see here, mental state is horrible on her, but we're going to go, and I think I'm going to relocate her her home. We're going to refunction this as another cultivator hotel, because I feel like these, this one is so heavily frequented, and I can use a second one, because these people get angry if, the service wasn't good. So I also wanted to say a big thanks to everybody contributing in the comment section of the last episode. This was so darn helpful, such a good refresher on the basics of body cultivation. So if you struggle yourself with body cultivation, check out the playlist and get into the comment section of the previous episode. There has been a really, really good amount of really good tips and tricks for that matter. Really appreciate you guys. You're the best. So let's staff it out with the usual Spirit Stone stuffs. And I also realized that all the time, I want to put down some frickin' jade floorboards, and I just wanted to get over myself, and then this happens. Oh man. Alright, snakes. What about you? Bohailu. Well, you can go. So where's the snake? Yeah, the snake, he's here. Okay. Fast food delivery. But seriously, I mean to put down pathways for this sect to beauty it up a little bit. I'm a lazy schlop on my online series when it comes down to decoration, because I rarely find the time between episodes to do it, and on camera I really don't like to go into lengthy procedures of decoration and staffing and stuffing out things and all that, putting in details. But I felt like a little bit of pathing. Those poor suckers, Those poor mortals. They should really have a glimpse of the wealth of the immortals of this sect, don't they? These poor guys. What about our self-esteem? I have made these jade offcuts a long, long time ago. Many, many episodes ago I made these. I know it, and I know it still. Sometimes, I get... This game is plastering you, though, with little tasks that keep you occupied and all those things, It's meant to. It's meant to do that. But I figured some small pathways everywhere don't hurt. Even if it's looking a little bit sameish everywhere, but It's still better than nothing. It gives this sect at least some sort of an organized look. If we have some connections here and there. As far as I know, there is no gameplay influence. Maybe they find it beautiful. I don't know. Let me know if you know. Also, there is a little bit of something that I need to improve on with my cultivation rooms. As has been noticed, the doors are all on the wrong side. They need to be facing south. That's why their feng shui isn't perfect. Could be better. Yeah, little things. So, we'll see if Aloe Vera's breakthrough is going well. I'm really excited about that one, because as soon as she's done with her basic training of a couple of secret bodies, we won't need any Sect Guardian anymore, because she's just gonna snip away whatever is attacking our Sect, including the highest tier of enemy cultivators, because body cultivators are stupidly powerful against most of the intermediate and even high tier threats in the game. So that breakthrough didn't go well. I'm gonna try that again. I mean, basically, for this playthrough, if everything works out as intended, wow, Soul Pearl, we're going to kill the Water Dragon with Aloe Vera. That's how powerful a body cultivator can be. But the last time I tried it, I succumbed to many of little mistakes that I've made. But I'm hell-bent on making it better this time. And this will require a lot of training. Seriously, a lot of training. But we're going to do that in the background and let it happen while we're cultivating the rest of the sect. So we're not going to go into that. I really hope that we're going to discover some of those locations at Blackstone or 100 Insects. As you see, it really takes a darned long time to discover anything there, mostly because it's just very far away. I mean, at this point, we could bring Fu Jinbo into the game. I totally forgot that she isn't currently on her way. But on the other hand, I am also somewhat considering her into the Primordial Spirit stage too. Look, we're cheating here with this character, basically. Her cultivation speed is massively enhanced by the Talisman's Insider. I don't know how many. It has been pointed out a couple of episodes ago in the comment section how many perfectly drawn talismans I stacked on her, and I misinterpreted I misunderstood the process of cultivating that. So you really have to draw only one talisman. It ain't that horrible, but you know, for me, it is. I would feel bad about it if I'd be using this to beat down enemies or something like that. That would be not right for me. And she failed again. But you know, at some point we will get through with it. So cheat density does also play a role. I think I should park her in a different room. If it doesn't work for her this time, we're gonna make it work elsewhere. So I'm a little bit torn now about Jinbo. I mean, she's basically capable of permacultivating due to the fact that I installed a terribly powerful mental state talisman in her. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. So I'd say we're going to send her over to Mount Kunlun. Somebody has to explore that place too, and I am so stupid. Look at that. There's Holy Stone there. Not 100 Insects, not Blackstone. Silly old me. Look what we found here. Fu Jinbo, she can't explore that place now until we found everything we require there. That's beautiful. So, gives me a better feeling to send her off to adventure. Because we need to discover many things. We are so behind in many things. But, well, we're gonna get there. This game is a very, very lengthy one. Ah, come on. Get away, little elf. I don't need you right now. So, yeah, I think I should let her eat bite and Now, go for some place where there's a higher chi density. That should totally help her out. Her mental state is horrible, and that's a little bit of my fault, I think. I don't want you to do that, my friend. I have always such a hard time gathering enough red ginseng for the sect. I'm not really generous with that stuff. Yeah, look at that. Splash of color in the sect, finally. I think it is safe to chat with sect encounters, but I am somewhat still afraid. Oh yeah, I should totally check out the Wudang sect by chance. So we found Death Knell Cave. Alright. What's that place? It's the place where the soul pearls grow. Beautiful. I am delaying that for now. I feel like I'm going to postpone the adventuring in that area until I am done with exploring a little bit more thoroughly. There's currently nothing we need to do there. I think Kunlun Palace is safe to explore, but I am not willing to put anybody here into unnecessary risk of dying. So we're just going to explore the place. So, interestingly enough, experience doesn't play a role for her. Yeah, well, we're going to keep trying. I mean, technically, I guess that it'll become better as soon as her experience is better. Her mental state is better. Feng Shui does play a role, obviously. Her mental state is hindering her badly, though. I do see that, but probably with a wonderful staffed out room, she hopefully will like living here again. So things I learned: a cultivation star is also a thing for body cultivators because they care about chi density. They don't care about elements, as far as I know, though it must be beneficial to have various elements around me. Because technically, if you have all elements around you, they balance each other out, and they do breathe in elemental essences. But as far as I remember, these don't really matter, and you don't really use them except for fringe cases, where they are somewhat okay. So, the sword shield. Not sure about that yet. Ah, well, we're going to go for another day for these things. Okay, as soon as that room is done, we're going to put the animals in there and put some feng shui, put some chi bearing items in there, and hopefully aloe vera will make her breakthrough one day soon. There we go. Let's avoid these folks. Ah, finally. So we have now learned to remold other body parts, bones namely. But we're going to ignore that and keep remolding that one muscle. Because that one muscle is giving us more experience per rank than any other part of our body, and currently it's all about getting to the next level. After that, no more breakthroughs, because, you know, that's just not what we're looking for. So ow, my place sucks. Oh, well, whatever. We're working on something better here. It's good enough to keep, to get things started here. That's the good point about it, and you shouldn't be too worried about your own body cultivator. As you see, we're making steady progress here, nevertheless. Okay, people are on adventure. It's still summer. Well, we don't have that much to do. The biggest thing on the horizon is the first primordial spirit breakthrough. At that point, we will be finally capable of learning new things, like rituals that enhance our mortal's base stats. This will put us into the position to get real good. tier 1 golden cores. Although I gotta say, with this mod package that I'm playing, it is less important than it was. Simply because there are so many amazing characters in the game currently that have base stats close to the 10 already, so they can learn to get to maximum stats quite easily without needing the rituals on their immortal body. But nevertheless, it really, really helps to be able to enhance people all over the board. If you have epic stats all over the board, it really is a big difference in golden core breakthroughs and many, many other things. So we're totally interested in that. But that's only one side of it. The primordial spirit people also... Oh, nice. Primordial spirit cultivators also can learn the spectre refining ritual. I think it is a primordial spirit tier. If not, you want the chi pool of a primordial spirit to do this. Either way, it allows you to increase the rank of an item, the tier. There's the place that we just discovered, by the way. And we need to send somebody over there. Ah, here, Serpent Pit. Beast Blood. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so we're going to send... Who are we going to send? I think I'm going to recall Jinbo now. Or a quick disaster relief mission. I don't want to draw away Nian Shuang right now, because I have a bad feeling about that. Also, finally, I had another thing in mind. I meant to do another really important thing on my list, and that's putting Zhu into a position where we can craft bigger artifacts. This guy is, after all, or is it even a guy or is it a girl? This guy, at the end of the day, they all turn into women, but currently he's still a man, has, after all, the law which is churning out the best artifacts in the game. And even if he is just a golden core cultivator at this point, doesn't mean that we can't put his talent already to use, because, you know, you can get yourself really high percentile chances of success already. What's holding him back will be a low maximum chi pool at the end of the day. You need to have a high chi pool for very powerful artifacts, but I'm getting ahead of myself here again. So this place is being built very, very slowly. I feel as if I should have more stoneworks installed by now. It seems to me that I'm not really putting up enough work there, but whatever. I don't feel like I am in any hurry in this regard. So here we pick up some belief for Zhu. We gotta be pumping up Zhu into a position where he can also get himself into a good golden core first, because of attainment, you know. I always try to pump up the maximum chi and all the things that are responsible for a good golden core first, and then Zhu can learn to craft powerful artifacts, not the other way around. I would regret it if I'd be putting it down the other way. Hey, look at that. It's coming out nicely now. So... this game is somehow kidding me. Whenever I want to put down some flooring, iffy things happen. First snakes, now that. So we're going to draw the pathways correctly. Yo, why did that disappear? Oh man. It's somewhat acting out weirdly at times. So, Chi Shapers. Chi Shaper Bandits. Alright. It's a good opportunity to test out my new spell. I'm down for that. So let's wait until the dog has attacked both cultivators, slap, and slap. And now we can Who are you attacking? Doesn't look like he's attacking the dog, isn't it? Sometimes I really wish you would be able to discern easily where somebody is, who's the target of which combatant is, you know? Surely get what I mean. So let's see. Slap. Bam. Dying. Alright. That went down well. Let's put down a firestorm on this little fella. Bam. Alright, and now the Divine Bolt. Let's see if that's a lethal spell. Ugh. Doesn't look too lethal to me. So... Yo, hello there, friend. Bam. Okay, it's not that terribly bad. Yeah, I do see why spellcasting is considered as a little bit underpowered. Comparatively, I mean. So, are you from some place that matters? No. You're also almost 7 centuries old, and only a golden core. Sucks to be you, huh? So, kids, that's what happens if you try to cultivate yourself past golden core with a tier 8 quality. Alright, Jinbo is back home, and we're going to send her for disaster relief. Would be really amazing to have her into Primordial Spirit soon, but, well, one thing at a time. Good! Wonderful. So, chance encounter, and we're going to keep us for ourselves. So there's sadly still a lot of leeway to go before we can rely on our body cultivator for defense purposes. You see, currently she doesn't have any fighting power because we haven't activated any secret body techniques yet. As soon as we have secret body techniques activated and unlocked, she will turn into a monster. But before that, there's not much going on there. Sadly. I hope that the mental state will improve when I have a more fitting room for this fine young lady. Her stamina is not an issue yet. I'm quite happy about that. So, let's see. There has been a nice discussion about tempered flesh and those things. So the conclusion is tempered flesh is always the least attractive enhancer to pick at the end of the day. But you need to pick it at the beginning of the cultivation process. There's not that many options. I do remember that there are a couple of things that I won't ever say no to. For example, Ancestral Throwback. It's one of those things where we totally will say, yep, let's pick it up. So, let's help with the disaster relief. Oh boy, we're getting now into the age of massive follower counts. And also her mental state is improving for whatever reason that is. I won't say no to that. Alright, so Jinbo is back home. We're gonna keep exploring Kunlun because I so want a piece of holy stone. And I know that you can scout out a location where you can't pick it up. I do remember that there is a location where you can exactly do that. But I sadly don't really know anymore if it was where I think it was. So, let's see. We have increased our contribution. And we've increased 50 or follower count by 15,000. Beautiful. Just what I like to see. So there's some really good progress happening today. It doesn't look like much, but believe me when I say that Yanchuang is making huge progress these days. I think I should consider also... Let's see. Somebody is carrying a happiness talisman. Let's see. I don't remember who it was again. One of my adventurers it is, I think. You know, you always find a mental stability talisman at one point of the game, which is a amazing little trinket that should be always in use. Especially Nian Chuang is exactly in the position where you want that. So let's see, has Yan Kei on her? Yeah, there it is, the Divinity Mind. So, I can't drop it, I guess, right now. I guess because she's adventuring currently. So, she needs to drop that thing. Yeah. We can't drop things while they are on adventuring schedule, so that's that. Alright, so Jinbo, 100 insects. There, she needs to go to Blackstone again. Whoop-de-doo. Because she's actually also quite a fast traveler. Oh, come on. I hate it when they do that. This is such an unnecessary little thing where I feel like these little quality of life things. I wish the studio behind this game had had the time to fix that up. I would have really loved them for that, but obviously they're working that hard on part 2 that there's no room for that. I dig that too, you know, it's okay, but there's a couple of things where I feel like it would be really, really cool if some work would have gone into that as well. So, but where is that thing now? I dropped it, and now it's where... Oh god, I hate this so much. So, let's see. No, we're not sneaking in. So, let's hope we can find it this way. Hell yeah. Luckily, I found a way to actually use the game's menu for a difference. Because that thing will help her enormously in staying online. It's just very important. So let's see how far we got. And as you see here, the experience points are massive. Here, Ancestral Throwback. Never say no to Ancestral Throwback. It's just a massive bonus for stats there, so... It increases attack accuracy and defense success. Either way, these are always, almost always stats that you want to have on the secret body, either way. Correct me where I stand wrong, I'm just... my knowledge is a few days old, I gotta say. So here, some new stuff is starting to pop up, but as you see, it's taken quite some time, and it would take literally an eternity if you'd be spreading it out now, and you'd be also running out of stamina massively, because we need to go into the next level to learn to reform our organs. As soon as we get there, we can also improve our stamina regeneration and the breathing efficiency. Both things will help us to cultivate much faster. Also, they'll help us to chow down food much faster. Side effect of that. But it's not that much of a big deal. If ever your body cultivator is eating too much, you can put him on vacation somewhere to collect. If you send them adventuring, they don't eat your sect's food, and that's the easiest way always for me to work out with these things. So, Yan Chuang can now stay in the cultivation much longer, probably even permanently by now. If you have enough base mood enhances, you can do that. So, alright. 420 inspiration XP. Don't be too generous to me, game. You're spoiling me. Ugh. But the experience is luckily going up and up with each level, so we do have a progressively easier time here. Immortal Summit. Hell yeah, so we're really getting ourselves some places together. Okay, I don't know which location it was at Kunlun. We still have a long way to go until we have discovered everything there. That's for sure. I love body cultivators. They're such a satisfying bunch. So tempered flesh increases a lot of base stats. Its big downside, it lies in the fact that it does increase your base running costs. I don't want to go into too much stat gibberish here. It's just very problematic because it makes your character costier and costier, so you gotta be careful at some point. If you'd be only investing into tempered flesh, that would be bad. But almost nobody would do that. Just wanted to point out that it has this little downside of increasing the running costs of your cultivator. And that is, in the long run, a problematic thing. So let's see. Can we pull that thing one more time? Bam! Like that. So, yeah, we're finding soul pearls. Nice. So, let's continue with a nice little firestorm. So, why is the first innate chi burst often so deadly? And the following up not so much. So now oh, come on. It's not the time to sleep, you dumbo. I think Nian Shuang is now involved in the combat, but no, she preferred to cultivate now. What the hell? I love it when they suddenly decide to ignore the combat for a tad while. Somebody else can do that. Somebody else. Not me. Certainly not me. I mean, I am getting used to it again, to this weird behavior, so I'm not as aggravated by it anymore as I was, but it still feels kind of super weird to me. Not my business, not my business. I gotta sleep now. Yeah, me too, I gotta meditate, man. They're gonna murder everybody, but it's somebody else is going to take care of that. Me so sleepy. Well, with those thoughts in mind, I am going to say goodbye for today, my friends. We're halfway there. We're going to break through with Nian Shuang quite soon as well, so there's a couple of really exciting things happening on the horizon. I think summer will be through some point soon as well, so there's going to be a lot of cool things up ahead of us, especially when we hit Primordial Spirit with the cultivators. We get a lot of new opportunities. So, my good friends, thanks for watching. Drop me your comments, as usual, I really appreciate you. Thumbs up and subscriptions are wildly welcome. And if you are supporting this channel, big thanks. If you wanna, check out Patreon, PayPal, and buy me a coffee as the most effective ways and means to do so. Topmost links in the description box. And last but not least, my gameplay channel is waiting for subscriber 1000, because then I'm going to open up and do even more content down there. It's the link in the topmost comment down there. And what's left to say? Thanks for hanging out until the very end of the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.